Let's make one of my favorite dishes, Bagare Baingan. Alright, for my masala mix, I'm going to start by toasting a blend of whole cumin seeds, mustard seeds, black seeds, and fenugreek seed. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, about 1.5 tablespoons of peanut, 1 tablespoon of shredded coconut, and about half of chopped onion. You also need about 1 tablespoon of whole cumin and coriander seed, toasted and turned into a powder. I'm also using about 2 chunks of raw tamarind. I'm going to add hot water to it so that I can extract the pulp. We also need about 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, some chopped coriander, 2 medium-sized tomatoes, a bunch of curry leaves, and about 4 to 5 green chilies. I'm using about 6 to 7 small-size eggplants. I couldn't find them in my size, so I thought I'd just go with the most common one on the market. Now let's go ahead and start toasting my masalas. I'm going to start by toasting the 4-spice blend and my sesame seeds. There's a process to this, so you have to follow the process. You can't put everything together and start toasting it. You just want it toasted until it's nice and fragrant and lightly toasted. I'm going to put this in the blender right away. You don't want it burnt. Next, I'm going to start toasting my peanuts. Put the peanuts back in its own bowl. You don't want them to be mixed right now. Turn the gas to medium because you do not want your onions to be burnt. Once you get a nice brown color to it, take it off in the same bowl. Now it's time to cut and salt the eggplant. First thing, you're going to shorten the stem. Now you're going to cut an X at the bottom all the way to the stem, but not separating it. Put them in the salt water. Now take the 4-spice blend and the sesame seeds that you put in the blender and blend it. You want a nice powder-like consistency for this. I'm going to add the shredded coconut to this and my toasted peanut. Give it a quick blend. Now it's time to add the onions. Blend it one more time. This is done. I'm going to take it out in a big size bowl. You can see the consistency. It's like a thick, creamy paste. You don't want any hard lumps in it. I added a little bit of water in here. I'm going to give it a good shake so that I get all the masala from within added back in the bowl. Time to add my 1 tablespoon of toasted cumin and coriander powder. Also season it with 2 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1 full teaspoon of red chili powder. And finally, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Give it a good mix and then set it aside. This is going to serve as a base for your Bagare Baingan dish. You need about half of the oil from the US reserve. Don't be stingy, there's a lot. Now I'm going to flash fry my baingan, brinjal or eggplant until they just change slight color. I'm going to cover it halfway so that it doesn't splatter everywhere. You need a lot of oil in this dish because the masala is going to suck it all up. So make sure you start with at least half a cup of oil. Okay, now that it is slightly brown on their skin, I'm going to take it off on the separate bowl. Now to the same oil, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of whole cumin seeds. At this point, just put in your masala mixture. Make sure your gas is set on medium so that you don't burn the masala, and you're going to cook this until the oil starts coming to the surface or you stop smelling that raw masala. This is going to take about 8 to 10 minutes to fully cook. Now while my masala is cooking, I'm going to start extracting the pulp from these tamarind chunks. All you gotta do is squeeze them really well and then sift it. If you like it, you can just sip on it. That's how I want it. You can see that the oil has risen to the surface. At this point, I'm gonna start adding in my tamarind water. You're supposed to sift this, but I'm not gonna sift it because I've got some pro skills. If you feel you need more water, just add more water to this, squeeze it, and add again. You can see it's nice and loose. Now I'm just gonna let it come to a roaring boil. Once this has come to a roaring boil, I'm gonna add the couple tomatoes that I had, chopped coriander, sliced green chilies, and a bunch of green curry leaves. I'm going to cook this until my tomatoes are slightly soft. It's been about 2 minutes and the tomatoes are nice soft. I'm going to add in my eggplants at this time. Now I'm going to put the lid on and let this simmer on low for about 10 minutes. There you go. This is done. Time for a taste test. Oh man, this looks good. Best served with either biryani or tandoor ki roti. Oh man. Spicy, nice and tangy. This is truly one of Hyderabad's gems.